The movie begins with a dark prophecy spreading through the land. A child born with a mysterious mark will one day destroy the cruel sorceress, Queen Bavmorda. Fearing her downfall, Bavmorda imprisons every pregnant woman in her kingdom. But fate cannot be chained. A brave midwife helps deliver a baby girl bearing the foretold mark. Realizing the queen's guards are coming, she flees into the night, carrying the infant destined to end an age of evil. Bavmorda soon discovers the baby is gone and unleashes her hounds to find it. The midwife, desperate to save the child, places her in a floating cradle of reeds and sends her down a river before being caught and killed by Bavmorda's beasts. The baby drifts to safety, finding refuge in the peaceful village of the Nelwyn, a small people living humble lives far from the chaos of the outside world. Two Nelwyn children discover the baby by the river and call for their father, Willow Ufgood, a modest farmer with dreams of becoming a great sorcerer. He recognizes that the child is a Daikini, one of the giant human-like people who live beyond their valley. Despite his fears, Willow's wife, Kaya, insists they take the baby in. When Willow sees the child's mark, he senses destiny stirring. The next day, as the village gathers for a festival, Willow performs small magic tricks, hoping to impress the great wizard High Oldwin and earn an apprenticeship. But when his illusions fail, he becomes the target of ridicule. His disappointment soon turns to horror as Bavmorda's monstrous hounds invade the village, hunting for the baby. The villagers barely manage to slay the beasts, and the truth of the baby's presence is revealed. At the village council, the elders declare that the baby must be taken beyond the valley to the Daikini crossroads. Willow, who has grown fond of her, is chosen to carry out the task. Before leaving, High Aldwin tells him to trust his instincts and gifts him 3 magical acorns that can turn enemies to stone. Willow sets off with a small band of companions, leaving behind his family and the safety of home. Meanwhile, in the dark halls of Bavmorda's fortress, her daughter Sorsha and the ruthless General Kale prepare to continue the hunt. The queen vows to capture the child alive so she can perform a terrible ritual to banish its soul forever. Yet even among her own followers, whispers rise that Sorsha's loyalty may one day falter. As Willow and his companions journey through the wilderness, they encounter a prisoner locked inside a crow's cage, a swaggering, charming swordsman named Madmartigan. He claims he's a good man unfairly jailed and begs for release. Though the others distrust him, Willow's heart urges compassion. Against his better judgment, he frees Madmartigan, entrusting him with the baby's safety. But fate twists again. A band of goblins steals the baby from Madmartigan. Willow pursues them through the forest until a blinding light halts the chaos. Out of it appears Cherlindrea, the queen of the fairies. She reveals that the baby's name is Elora Danan, the chosen child destined to bring balance to the world. The fairy queen commands Willow to protect her and find the sorceress Finraziel, who can guide them to safety. Terrified but inspired, Willow accepts his destiny. The fairy queen gives him her wand and vanishes, leaving him with a choice: return home or rise to become the guardian fate demands. He chooses courage. Joined by 2 mischievous brownies, Franjean and Rule, Willow sets out to find Finraziel, who has been exiled to an island. On their way, they reunite with the unpredictable Madmartigan, now dressed as a woman to escape an angry husband. His disguise quickly unravels when Sorsha and her soldiers storm the tavern. Madmartigan, Willow, and the brownies barely escape with Elora in hand. As they journey together, Madmartigan's roguish charm begins to fade, revealing glimpses of a brave heart beneath the chaos. But their escape is short-lived. Sorsha's forces hunt them relentlessly. One stormy night, they take shelter in an abandoned village overlooking a lake. From there, Willow sees the island where Finraziel is imprisoned. Leaving Elora in the care of the brownies, Willow sails alone to the island. There he meets a talking possum, who reveals herself as Finraziel, cursed by Bavmorda's dark magic. She tells Willow he must break her spell using Cherlindrea's wand. Nervous and untrained, Willow tries but only manages to partially transform her. Their reunion is cut short when Sorsha's men arrive and capture them all, including Madmartigan. Now prisoners, Willow, Madmartigan, and Raziel are bound together. Yet even in chains, hope flickers. Under the moonlight, Raziel teaches Willow to believe in his magic, guiding him through the spell again. But he accidentally turns her into a bird instead of a human, much to her outrage. That night, the brownies sneak into camp to free them. During the chaos, Madmartigan is struck by a love potion meant for someone else. Under its influence, he falls hopelessly in love with Sorsha, declaring his devotion to her in the middle of their escape. Though ridiculous, his sincerity plants the fortress. As the gates fall, swords clash, and magic explodes in a blinding storm. Raziel and Bavmorda face each other in a deadly duel of spells, while Willow and Madmartigan fight their way through Kale's warriors. Amidst the chaos, Kale kills Prince Eric, but Madmartigan avenges him in a furious duel, striking the general down once and for all. Inside the tower, Bavmorda overpowers Raziel and confronts Willow, who clutches Elora in terror. In a desperate act, he throws one of the enchanted acorns at her, but the queen's dark power resists it. She mocks him, convinced his magic is worthless. That's when Willow plays his final trick. He pretends to make Elora vanish, distracting the sorceress long enough for fate itself to strike. Bavmorda's own dark spell rebounds and lightning engulfs her. Her scream echoes through the castle as her spirit is torn from her body and cast into oblivion. The storm clears, and peace falls at last. Raziel, now fully restored, praises Willow's courage. He may not have been a trained sorcerer, but his heart proved stronger than any spell. Madmartigan and Sorsha embrace, united by love and redemption, while Elora, the child of prophecy, sleeps peacefully in safety. Willow returns home to his village where his family rushes to greet him. The villagers cheer for their hero, who once dreamed of being a magician, and now truly is one. He performs one last trick, a humble illusion that makes his children laugh, proving that true magic lies not in power, but in belief. And so ends the tale of Willow, a story of courage, destiny, and the power of hope. Because sometimes even the smallest person can change the course of the world. If you were chosen by fate to protect a child who could reshape the world, would you rise to the challenge? Tell me in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join great animation recaps for more epic tales brought to life.